Hi and welcome to my playhouse. And today we're in Portugal, so it's my playhouse too. But I have an issue in one of the bathrooms. There's two bathrooms, but one of the bathrooms doesn't have an exhaust fan, which is kind of odd, as the other one has two. So I want to put an exhaust fan into this bathroom, which does not have any. So let's go see that bathroom. It's down here at the end of the hall, to the right. In here there's a bathroom. There's even a bit more lights in here. Here we are. Hello. So this is the handy setup. So there's lots of lights in here, but there is absolutely no exhaust. You can open the window though, so there is that. But I would really like to put an exhaust fan in the shower here. And I'm hoping to put it over there somewhere. So there's a light there, and it would be neat to have an exhaust fan somewhere over there, I think. So yeah, that's the plan. Kind of midway in the shower. I think it would look good if it was in the middle of the shower. Should I just take a step back so you get there's a shower here, a light, and then midway over here somewhere. I think it would be good for a exhaust fan. I think that would do very well. So I purchased an exhaust fan, which is right here on the floor, right next to where we started. I think I got a smart one. It's not a smart, but it's a exhaust fan that will turn on if the humidity is too high. Okay, I'll put you on the tripod. There. So it comes with different mounting in the back. It has these things on the end of it, so nothing will go into it when it's not working, and then when it's exhausting, well, these will go up and let air out, and it will it's a one-way valve thing. So yeah, it has all kind of fancy features, like it can when you go into the bathroom and turn on the light time, and then it can come on, so that be out of the bathroom again, and then it will turn on for some amount of minutes. There are some electronics in here that you can configure. It's all in this manual, which is unfortunately in Spanish, because I got this fan from eBay Spain as well, it was cheaper, and I saw the same thing in Germany, but that was more expensive, so the Spanish version could save me a little bit. So there are some deep switches, and you can set some settings inside of the fan, and but first we need to make a hole for it so we can put it in. Plus I also got some of this hose thing, so stop doing that. So that should be able to go onto there, and I can move the air in the loft. I hope this is the right diameter, otherwise we're just gonna put the fan in and we're gonna get that later. But I wanna drill the hole in the loft and put the fan in and deal with the rest of it later. So yeah, this thing secures the fan to the loft. Or it can secure the fan to the loft. There is also screws and stuff. So it's the bathroom. It's only drywall right there. So these gets in the way every time. So we need to drill a hole in our drywall, and I purchased this hole drill set here at the same time as I purchased the fans. So there's a whole bunch of different sizes. So we need to drill a hole. I believe it's 100 millimeters, but it should be very easy to take this out. Find the one that will. This looks very promising. this will work perfectly. And yep, we're gonna make a hole that size. So we need to mount the accessory thing to it. So what is this thing? I think this might be to strengthen it up a little bit. So we're just gonna drill through that tiny little bit of drywall. I wouldn't expect it to take much effort. So this set was very inexpensive. I was looking at different options to drill this hole in the wall or to the ceiling, and one of these were pretty expensive just by itself, but I got the whole set and it wasn't that much more. Of course it was a little bit more, but it wasn't that much more. There. So now we have our drill bit to drill up. I do also need to go up to the loft and make sure that I don't hit any beams and stuff where I want to put my fan. Okay, over here I have a little pin. This is the light in the shower thing, and I've been down there measuring, and I would like the fan about 60 centimeters from the center of it that way and 40 centimeters in. And I'm just gonna make sure that there is nothing there. I'm hoping that's gonna be this space somewhere. And then we're gonna go downstairs and we're gonna drill a little bit of a hole up here where I would like it to be. Just the smallest, well, it's not the smallest little hole, but a tiny little hole, so that if I totally mess up, it's gonna be easy to fix it. And so I'm gonna measure 60 centimeters in this direction. I'll have to be very careful because that one is not straight. That is definitely on an angle, so 60 centimeters as straight this way as possible, and 40 centimeters in somewhere there. So yeah, I'll do that and I'll show it to you. I forget, this camera actually has a light. You can turn on and off the light on the camera. There, on again. I measured from about there and to there about 60 centimeters in that direction and 40 centimeters in, and I marked it with a little X marks the spot right there. And I'm gonna go downstairs into the bathroom and I'm gonna drill that little bit of a hole. This is as perfect as it could get. This is right in the middle of nothing. So yeah, if I haven't totally screwed up, there should be plenty of space for a little fan right there. So yeah, fan mail. Before we start making a mess, I'm gonna get the shower things out of here because that's just stupid. Oh, there's a bit of dirt beneath that. So don't need to make those dirty as well. So I will go and remeasure. I'll try to make certain where we're at. Middle of the lamp, and there's about 88 centimeters to the wall. So 60 centimeters is about, okay, it's there. And then I want it to be in the middle of the shower unit here. And the shower unit is 75 centimeters across. So that's 75 divided by 2, that's 37.5. So I made a mark and that's nowhere near. 37.5 is there. And I made a mark wrong, so it's gonna be there instead. And I'm gonna look, make sure that it looks good. Yeah, it looks centered there. I can't even see it from out here, but I scratched the paint on the ceiling. We're gonna remove that bit anyway, so let's see it. So yeah, I made that thing. I can't see it on the screen. I made that one wrong and then made that one. I think that's good. So now it gets exciting. Have I ever told you about these Ryobi tools? They're wonderful. So I have no idea. It's just a tiny little drill so that I can see it up there. And if I've totally messed up, it's gonna be a piece of cake to fix the problem. So there. That damage is done. Let's go upstairs and see how badly we messed up. So we're going up the treacherous stairs here. There, and the camera lights automatically comes on. It's brilliant. So I'm very curious how much. Well, I measured 40 centimeters and now I dropped the shoe. Okay, never mind that. So here we have our measurement. So our hole is there, my thing was there. That's perfectly in the middle of somewhere where we can drill something. That's gonna be okay, no problem whatsoever. But now it becomes really dangerous. This one can make a lot of mess. I think we'll go slow. See how that goes. Oh dear. I'm gonna get all of this in my head, am I not? Yeah. Okay, that's not enough power. Yep, wonderful. Oh, you don't even see me. Oh, that's a shame. That was entertaining. Yeah. Oh dear. The money shot right there, and I didn't film it. Dang it. But we have a very nice hole. So we can continue this. I'll clean myself up a little bit. Okay, I'm cleaner. I run into a little bit of an issue. How do I take that up there and keep it there while I put this in? I can't be at two places at once. Need to figure that out. So I need to clean this a little bit because it got wet. No, that wasn't the one. That one has oil in it. That's fine. This one was the one we used, and I washed it off to get all of the white stuff off. So I don't want it to be rusting in my set here, which wasn't expensive at all. So yeah, I try to clean up while working. So I have cleaned up the drill bit thingy. Also the drill has been cleaned off. A lovely Ryobi. So now we have the fan here. I have taken the cover off of it. As you can see, there is 3 wires here. One wire, well, 2 wires for the power and 1 wire for a on-off signal. So when you turn on the lights in the bathroom, you can connect it to that one and then it will tell the fan that something has happened in the bathroom and it can do something. Look at that tiny little screwdriver that they have very conveniently put there, and that can be you can adjust these settings here with that tiny little screwdriver. And there are some LEDs that shows you what you're doing. Okay, that's the LEDs that we see here. So we need to set the humidity, the time. Okay, so they are showing a different board, then that's really not nice of them. So this is really what we have to do. We have the fan here. We have power, L and N, neutral and line. I have no idea if that's line. And then we have the last one, which goes up to the one that they call T, and that's like a switch. So that's where you turn on the lights, that comes on. So we need a neutral, line, and then we need the light switch, so that the fan always has power but can register when the light has been on and off and stuff like that. So yeah, we need to find those. I have messed up a little bit. I don't have any good cable for this. I have only this cable. This is an old cable that has been taken down from, well, it was actually on the loft up here, but it's very, very thick and stiff. And there's only 2 wires and I need 3 wires. So I think I will have to sacrifice this cable, which is, it's not optimal, but there's at least 3 wires inside of it. And I brought this down here and that was a mistake. This is I think it's a C20 connector, and that is not widely used for anything down here. So yeah, we're gonna sacrifice that so that I have some wires to put in here. I need to mount this, and then I need to drill a hole here, one more up into the roof. I've run into all kind of problems, but I sacrificed the cable. I kept this one. I don't know, I might need a German plug like that, so I left a little bit of cable on it so I could hook onto it. This one is for the trash. Then I ran into that these holes to fasten these are very, very small. And well, I was kicking myself because the other day I was looking at a screwdriver set that would actually go in and do tiny screws, and I thought, well, it's a bit too expensive, so I didn't buy it. And today I needed it. I did try the tiny little screwdriver here, but that was just not powerful enough. And it's a little Phillips head that is down there, but I found that this little flat head, which is actually a screwdriver for electronic stuff, that would just exactly go down there and tighten them. So, and then I of course needed to use the third cable, which is the grounding cable, which is not great at all. So I tried to put on some red tape to mark that this cable is being used for something that it's not supposed to be. So yeah, I'm not totally happy with that. But yeah, now I need to go and mount this. And I think I'm gonna take a couple of screws and I'm just gonna screw it in the bathroom, put it up through and put it 2 screws in, and then those screws will hold it, and I can go up, I can fasten this thing and tighten that really well, and I might use the angle grinder and remove the excess of the screws. I don't know, let's see. But now the cable is in, and as soon as this is mounted, I can drill the hole in the as well. So let's go do that. Oh, I had already forgotten about this mess. Oh. Okay, let's get this done. Goody film. Okay, so we're gonna go upstairs and put this ring on. We're gonna put a ring on it. We have a bit of more lights, so let's put the ring on it. Let's blow all the dirt away first. I haven't cleaned over here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we have these screws. Let's see what we come up with. Until now, this is fine. So let's go drill the extra hole for the power. I hope the power wires are long enough. They have to reach that box. Otherwise, we're screwed. Well, let's see what happens. I drilled the hole and I put the cables through the hole up into the ceiling. I've messed up already. We're not going to be able to complete this. This is irritating. I could turn the fan around and drill an extra hole, but I'd rather do another thing. So let me show you what is messing with me up here. This is the box that we need to get into, and here are the cables, and as they are ish long enough, but then they will be stretching all the way, so I'm missing like this amount, or maybe a little bit more than that. So can we see that at all? So I need a longer cable, 2.5 meters or something. Dang it. Well, took the cables down again, and yeah, it looks like that now. So I need some longer cables. These are ever so slightly distant, 2 meters. So maybe if I hadn't kept a little bit of cable onto that plug, it would have saved me. I need to find some better cables, or better. These would have done fine. Longer cables. But we do have this ducting here that we need to put on. Let's see if we're lucky there. I think this is even insulated. Okay, so that was over the ducting. This feels really good quality stuff. That's good. Oh, there we go. There. Can you see how that goes? I will take a clip down. Let's screw the clip down. I'll screw the clip down. Clip on it. Screw the clip in. And then this protector thing goes on the clip. That'll be good for working with that. So let's keep that there. Looks good. So now we have all of this ducting that could go somewhere else. I haven't figured out how to get it out of here yet. So at the moment it's just gonna duct somewhere along the floor here, and so this way the humidity shouldn't be dripping out anywhere. We have a weird snaky cool. That part is done, and it's gonna catch a lot of water on the inside of here and blow a lot of air out. So I think this is better than before, but at the moment there is no power to it, so it's not gonna do a whole lot. I bit the bullet and went shopping. So I got 10 meters of this blue wire, some black wire, so we don't have to use the earthing wire. I got this black one instead, and some brown wire. So the blue and the brown is just like we had before, and the black is instead of the grounding wire. That was 36 euros, so quite pricey. Then I got some accessories to mount it and put it all together up there. So we're good to go. Okay, we have been working a little bit on this. There I am again. So now I have the wires going in again. the black wire and the brown and the blue wire, and they go up into the ceiling. So we're gonna go visit them up there. So here are the wires. I'm gonna pull on the blue and the brown one because there's a little bit too much down there. Then I'm gonna stample them across this beam towards the junction box over here, and hopefully that's gonna work out fine. So I'll do that. I'll be right back. Okay, so now the wire comes along here and goes up and over to this box here, which I have just opened up. I haven't figured out everything yet, so 2 wires comes into it, and I'm suspecting one of them is power and the other one goes to the 2 contacts down there. So I still have no idea how this works, so but I'm sure I can figure that out. There is like a lot of blue things going on here, so a lot of this seems to be like, so all the blue ones could probably just go into one of these with more connections in it. I'll look into that and see if that's a possibility and get rid of maybe even 3 of these to consolidate a little bit. There's like 5 here. Yeah, I'll investigate, see if I can figure this out. Oh, you didn't get a very good picture of that. It's kind of a nest. When you haven't made this yourself, it's overwhelming, right? So this is the fuse box, and I've just managed to figure out which one is the main V's toilet here. In short, VC. But I also found that this one has 2 rooms on it, so together with the toilet, which is now without power because I've turned it off, this room also does not have any lights. I have turned it on, and also this room does not have any lights, but my computer is still running, so apparently the lights or the power sockets is not on that one, so a bit weird. But I managed to figure out which one was the toilet, so now I shouldn't have any power to that. But that does explain something that I ran into up on the ceiling. So here we have the little box. Yeah, okay, I have this light, and as sure as I point it in the right direction, the lights on the camera goes out, and the light on the camera is pretty good. So I thought that this box has 2 wires coming into it from here, but it turns out that one of them is going in and one is going out. And then at the bottom of the box, which well, actually there is no power on it now, there is a hole in the box that is drilled through this beam, and that is the switch for the switching wires to come out. So what I found is that all of these blue wires are just connected together, and there's 3 of these connection boxes, and I can really just use one of these where there's 5 connectors in instead, because well, it's just wasting a little bit of wire here. So to make this a cleaner setup, I'm gonna start there. I forgot one little important aspect. I just had enough. There's 5 connections in this one, and I need to add one more, so I actually need one of these trees to be able to do that. So I've added another tree. I tested this with this one, and all the lights was fine. So now I have this one where this one can go in. But I've run into another issue. This is nothing but issues, isn't it? The wires going down here is uninterrupted. The power comes from up here and runs into the switch, and then it comes up from the switch and it runs directly out that way. So I can't get to it as it seems. That's those 2 wires, and I want the fan to come on when I turn on the regular. There's cows outside. When I turn on the regular lighting, let's go see that. First we need to turn the power on. So now we have lighting in the bathroom, and there is 2 switches. that turns that on and off. So when I turn one of them on, that one, that's the LED lighting. So let's turn that off again. And then there's this one, which is more of the fancy comfy light, which is really cool at night. Makes it look like $1 million. I don't want the fan to run and ruin this. So I want the fan to come on when the other one comes on. So you can turn this one on without anything happening. And then this industrial light, industrial light and magic will turn on the fan. So I need to figure out which wire this is. And I think I can measure the current going through that, hopefully, and figure out which one that is. Right now there's power on it, so yeah, this screwdriver is insulated. So I have these two wires, that one and that one. And one of them is on right now and the other one should be off. So I think I can use the clamp meter here and measure current going through one of those wires. I'm gonna try and see if I get anything. I'm taking tools over this way, all the stuff that I don't think I'm gonna be. This one we need. I'm trying to keep it clean up here. Okay, so I have been measuring on these. I think I need a new clamp meter because this one is just messing with me. It's not doing a very good job. Supposed to read something here, yeah. There it's reading 0 amps and then it goes down. And this one shouldn't read anything, but it reads and it's just all over the place. And if I try to zero it out, it just messes up. So I've been measuring the amps going through this, and I've been up and down shutting on and off the lights. When I do that, there should be power going through that wire, and when I shut it off, it should not go through that wire, and that way I should be able to find the right wire. I am not 100% sure, but I think it's this wire. I think we're gonna go with that. When I cut it, I'll know if it's the one. So I'll go shut everything off. Okay, so now everything is off. I think I need to cut that wire. And when that is cut, we'll put on one of those clips that we got left over. So we'll connect that to itself again. And that way, I hope this is long enough. Yeah, it's plenty. So, shouldn't be any power going through it. I don't like this much. I think I'll get a glove. Everything should be off, but yeah, I don't want to take that chance. So, insulated thing and a glove. There. Uninsulate, and I'll put this on, and we should be able to connect everything and see it working. So, how about setting it off here? Go into that thing. There. It's better without the lights. There. So now everything should be working. As I'll just check that. We don't want this to not be working, so I'll go. I just realized if I keep this unplugged, I can test down there and see if I have the right wire. I'm gonna test that. That's affirmative. That's the right wire, so that's good. There. So now we need the blue wire connected over to this blue thing. We need this one connected to one with together with this thing. So we need to replace this one with one of the bigger ones. That one. So the blue one goes in here. is connected. This big one goes in the bottom of it. Get that out of the way. So then this brown one goes in here. I want to get that underneath that one. It needs to go into one of these. There. And then the black one goes into the last one. This one over here. And when we're done with that, our fan should be up and running. There. Okay. That's gonna be exciting to see if that's actually true. Okay, let's see what happens. That comes on. Out here there's nothing. Oh, there is something. That is working. I should have pulled that blue wire a bit more, shouldn't I? Oh dear, why didn't I see that? Oh. Okay, I need to do that. Well, let's check the lights. They work. They work. So, okay. We need to fix that. That's, oh dang it. Okay, now I think everything is in working order. I haven't put the cover on, but I fixed the blue wire in here. Oh, there, you can see the blue wire is fixed. Yeah, and the light keeps turning on and off on the camera because then it lights up the white ceiling and then there's too much light and then it turns it off. So fantastic. So now we should be able to turn the bathroom lights on. This one is the decorative one. There. That turns on, it's pretty, and it doesn't run the fan. As soon as I run the other one, the fan turns on. You can hear it. And then if I turn that light off again, the fan continues. Just turn it on again. And that's, there's these little dip switches. This is the time. How long after the light has been turned off does the fan run? And this one is the humidity. So this will turn on automatically if the humidity becomes too high. I think I need to put it up to 70%. 60% is kind of normal here. So if we go out here, we can. At the moment, my dehumidifier says that it's 54%. So, I don't know if I should keep it at 60 or if I should put it at 70. I think I'll put it at 70. I need to turn that switch a little bit. I'll try that. And you can see it on the LEDs here. Oh, there is. There are some tiny LEDs right above my finger. One of them is lighting up. And so I need two of them to light up. So on the documentation it says that this one is called B and this one is called A. And then in real life it doesn't say anything, but there's kind of like a clock on that one and there's a sensor thingy on that one. So they do not make it easy for us, but I figured it out. I got the right one, the one with the sensor. So now I have two LEDs lighting up right there. Those two. And then there's another one that does something. There we are. That is that project almost done. The air is not going to the outside yet, up on the seat. Oh, it turned off now. That's nice. That's a project for another day. I need to figure out how to get through the ceiling or through the wall or through something. Right now it's getting rid of the humid air down here and getting it up there where it's actually very well vented, because when you're up there is always a draft, so it's way better vented up there than it is down here. So even if the air just goes up there, it's better than down here. So I'm gonna end it here. This is plenty long. Thank you very much for watching, and do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me do weird stuff again. Have a nice day. Bye bye.